Hello, welcome everybody to another Build Fly Go video. So, a little bit of maintenance. Time for an oil change. I do an oil change on this aircraft roughly between every 40 and 50 hours of tack time. It's got an oil filter, and I stick to 50 hours is the recommended number, but it doesn't hurt to do them more often. Cleaner oil, you know, no real downside there other than cost, really. So I'm taking the cowl off. Oh, tack time versus actual time. So for the non-airplane people, tack time is an airplane measurement of time, if you will. It's the amount of time in which the airplane has been running at cruise speed, or cruise RPM, which for me is 2400 RPM. And it's sort of progressively adjusted. So if you're slower, tack runs a little slower, so the time, you get less tack time on the engine if you're running slower. So anyway, 40 to 50 hours tack time. And then I also sample the oil and I send it to a lab for analysis. Yeah, you can see me trying to clean the mess I've made. I send it for a lab for analysis to make sure there's no odd wear items like oil. You see there's the little sample item on the wing there on the right. I just put it on the wing. That just gets mailed to a lab and they send me the results. But here, let's take a quick peek at the engine without the cowl on. You see I have a quick drain valve there. You just sort of push it up and it clicks in place and it drains the oil. Usually it doesn't make a big mess. Okay, that's not true. Usually it makes a mess. Okay, maybe usually not a big mess. Anyway, so here is the beautiful Continental Motors Titan engine. Painted in Esteril blue for you car people. You can see the P-mags in the back. You can see the cover over my oil cooler there because it's winter in Wisconsin, so it's really freaking cold. And so I need to reduce oil cooling, otherwise my oil is way too cold and doesn't reach temperature and doesn't burn off the water and other liquids that get in there. So this is the other side. You can see the battery on the left, the nice little cylinder head covers there, valve covers, and the filter right in the middle up top. I haven't removed the old filter yet, but we'll get there. When I remove that filter, I also cut it open and inspect the pleats. I tear it apart. You'll see a picture of it in the end. I tear that filter apart and check for any metal flakes or metal bits or anything like that. I check it with a magnet as well to make sure there's no ferrous stuff in there, and go from there. So you can see me getting ready to remove that filter up top. This filter was oddly tight, like really oddly tight, so I'm struggling at it. I'm really ganking at that filter. Not sure what happened there. I probably over torqued it. But yeah, eventually we managed to get that filter off. It did sort of deform the filter a little bit, but I managed to do it without making a humongous mess. Usually there's some oil that drips down there, but not a ton. So coming up, just filling up, there's the new filters already in place and safety wired, and I'm just adding oil to the engine. I use Phillips Cross-Country XC 25W50. It's the recommended oil by the engine manufacturer, and it's oil that I used in the past, so no issues. I'm happy to use the oil they recommend. There's the filter torn apart. Anyway, subscribe. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.